Kia ora koutou, hello and welcome to this week's weekly video. I'm joined by Lyndon Coppin, who's one of our two amazing guidance counsellors here. And on this week's weekly video, we are going to be talking a little bit about well-being. Firstly, though, before we get into it, just a quick plug for the Wellington College Instagram, Wellington College NZ, all one word. Tons of really cool content on there for students and for parents. It's the official student-led Instagram at Wellington College. So definitely get on there for awesome updates. So like I said before, Lyndon is one of our two guidance counsellors. And right now we'll just put his contact details and our other guidance counsellor, Jane Gray, their contact details on the screen. And Lyndon, am I right in saying that you guys are available for sessions for students during lockdown?
That's absolutely true, Will. Yeah, we're ready and willing to have conversations. We just normally send out a Google Meet invite and Bob's your uncle. We're on to it.
Sweet as. So we'll get into it. I guess first things first, how has lockdown been for you so far? 1.5 or 2 weeks in?
Yeah, a bit strange, bit of a surprise, and got family around, so I feel like kind of a bit torn sometimes with work and children and obligations and things. But I'm a wee bit introverted, so I'm okay with the downtime as well. So yeah.
How hard has it been for you transitioning to doing everything online?
Yeah, I prefer the face-to-face contact than through a camera, but emailing's okay.
So if we pivot to well-being, which I guess is the focus of this video, how important do you think it is to focus on our well-being while we're in lockdown? And what are some things that we can do to focus on our well-being during lockdown?
Yeah, well, look, I think well-being's key to living, I suppose, and to participating in all the other areas of your life. It's just important to feel good and have a good headspace, physically, spiritually as well. I think a real key word is balance. Just try and have a really balanced day. Routine can help with that. And I know that routine can go a bit out the window with lockdown. So trying to keep yourself to some kind of school routine is helpful. I think part of the balance comes from just having time to work and time that's downtime and time to connect with friends. I reckon that relationship stuff's really important to stay connected and chatting. But yeah, it's hard to give general advice because probably some people listening to this might need to work a bit harder. Whereas there'll be people who hear this and they need to just de-stress a bit about the work and the demands and the feeling of pressure. Maybe take a backward step. So I think one of the things I want to say was just about avoiding comparisons, that it can be really unhelpful to think everyone else is doing it better or I should be doing this and what's Joe doing, kind of thing. So just, being kind to yourself, having expectations of yourself that are reasonable, but do expect stuff of yourself, but just be kind in your headspace. There's a lot of stuff in COVID about being kind to each other. And one of the things I want to say is, hey, be kind to yourself as well with how you talk to yourself in your head and setting expectations that are reasonable.
Do you think that it's harder for us to be kind to ourselves during lockdown as opposed to in our day-to-day lives?
Yeah, I think it's one of the challenges, is that you've got a lot of time with your own thoughts in lockdown. And sometimes our thoughts aren't that kind to us. And I think that's something to watch, And so that's why it's cool just to reconnect with people, have a bit of a moan or, a bit of a laugh. And, I've got to say that, some people enjoy lockdown because they get more time on their own. And it's just, they're okay with that. And so there's no right way or wrong way to feel about being in lockdown. And I think for one thing, I also add to just normalize that the feelings you have are okay. If you're chilled, hey, that's awesome, you're chilled. Don't feel bad about being chilled. If you're stressed, acknowledge that there are unique stresses to lockdown and this time of uncertainty. It's a bit weird. We don't really know when school starts. We don't really know how that's going to affect things. But hey, we are all in this together. We got through last time, I think successfully. I think we've got a really good plan, the college learning at home stuff. It's got a wellbeing focus. We want you to really put your wellbeing first. We want to provide work for you, a framework, but just pitch in where you can. We recognise that your situations are all so different and you got to make it work for you. So when we get back to school, there'll be opportunities to, pick up where you left off, kind of stuff. I think it's real cool that we got 2 weeks added on for seniors. It's a good thing.
So you talk about when we go back to school, and what challenges do you think that coming back to school and leaving lockdown has on our well-being?
Yeah, well, I think sometimes when you're in lockdown, you can postpone, what's going on. Then you get back to school and suddenly you might be confronted with what's due or how much time there is. But I would say to you again that we are all in the same boat. That we're all, across the country, we're all facing up with, squashed deadlines, missed opportunities, just times on lockdown where you did not feel like working. You weren't in the right headspace, and that's okay. Do your best. Just compare yourself to yourself. Have set reasonable expectations for yourself, and take your own situation into consideration when you're thinking about what is reasonable for you to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Lyndon. Thank you for your time today and for your thoughtful answers. Any last words to people watching this video from you?
Do some work, have some fun, stay connected, be kind, maybe spend some time out there with the folks.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining us this week, Lyndon. We really appreciate it.
Sounds good, Will. You take care.
Yeah,
Thanks for what you do. Okay, cheers, bye.